Hello everybody, this is Billy from Quilts and Sewing. And this is Rusty, or as we call him now, Mr. Rusty, because he's an old man. He's going to be 15 this year in September. I believe he's maybe 14. I can't remember. That's awful. But he's my buddy. He's my shadow. I love him to death. I've actually made him some clothes with my sewing machine. So I wanted to get on here and talk about some rotary tools, some cutting devices that I was thinking about today that have helped me out tremendously. And I don't know if some of you out there are die-hard traditional scissor fans, which they work great. These specifically do. They're just some cheap scissors, but I have multiple rotary tools that I use when I'm cutting straight lines and multiple layers of fabric when I am making bigger projects. So, oh, I gotta suck in. This is a 75. Is this a 75 millimeter? Or I think this is a 75 millimeter. Either way, it's Fisker. It is very durable, and I highly recommend it. It is so hard to cut fabric with, or it's not so hard, but it's more cumbersome to cut fabric with standard sheary type scissors versus a rotary tool. So all of you new folks that are out there that are wondering about this, it is absolutely amazing. And like this right here, this is the quilt that I'm working on for my bed, for my bedroom. When I do have to cut this, because it's so much fabric, it's going to be so much easier to engage the blade and get my metal yardstick, which a lot of people use. God, my head is itching. I'm sorry. A lot of people use the clear plastic measuring boards. I don't really know what the name of them are, and I just haven't gotten any yet. I'm just whittling my way through my sewing experience so far, what I'm calling my sewing journey. But this works very well. I don't like the wooden ones. I have 3 of those. This metal one you can get at a hardware store for really cheap. I think it was like $7 or something like that. But it works so well. And I know this is a bad angle. I'm still trying to figure all this out. But just laying this down on top of my fabric and engaging my blade on my rotary tool, which I'm not going to do right now, because if I cut this fabric, I'm going to be really upset. I'm going to be so upset. Aren't you too, Rusty? Are you going to be upset? So getting back to what I was saying, to cut long strips of fabric and make sure that they're super straight and really nice, I just follow along the ruler, the yardstick, just like that. Oops. And it does a very good job. It does a very good job. I love it. I cannot live without this one primarily. This one to me works a little better than this little guy. I got both of them on Amazon. Listen to me when I say this. You can go to Joann's and you can go to Walmart and you can go to whatever your local fabric store is and get a rotary tool, but you're going to pay a lot more money. You're going to pay a lot of, it's going to be more expensive. I truly believe that Amazon is the way to go when you're ordering your stuff to sew. Some of the things that you're going to order, you kind of have to take a shot in the dark. I like to see things, I like to hold things, and some of the stuff that I have purchased, like this little guy, has been really helpful to make squares for the what's it called? I can't think of what it's called right now. Oh my gosh. I guess it's been a long day. Anyway, got this off of Amazon, and it was like $2. Went to the store, went to my local fabric store, is called Joann's, and it was like $12. No, I don't have that kind of money. So anyway, my whole purpose of telling you that is, if you're interested in purchasing something before you make an impulse buy at the local fabric store, I would look on Amazon. And the benefit of doing that, or one of the benefits of doing that, is with Amazon you can get it. Everybody knows how Amazon works these days, but you get it pretty quickly. So invest in a rotary tool, and then all I gotta do is press this little button right here, and it engages the blade. It's like cutting pizza. Be careful, these blades are very soft. The blades on the rotary tool are very soft, so with acrylic measuring boards, the big measuring boards that a lot of people use, it's not as damaging to your blades. But since I'm hard-headed and I figure out a way that works well for me, and I kind of stick with it until it fizzles out. Excuse me. I have to be careful with this metal yardstick because it will nick my blade, and that don't make me happy, because then I have to replace it. And I mean, the blades are not necessarily cheap. This guy has seen a lot of cutting, a lot of rotarizing. I made up a word today, rotarizing. So anyway, if you're thinking about expanding your cutting capabilities, highly recommend the rotary tool. So since I am just beginning this YouTube thing and recording my sewing journey that I'm referring to again, I like to call it, I'm going to be posting some videos about stuff like this, and I always keep them close, they have to be close at hand because I need them often. That is really just something that had been weighing on my mind all day, because I'm actually thinking about replacing this smaller rotary tool and getting something, getting a better quality of the, I guess this is 25 millimeters. I haven't really learned all the millimeter measurements and stuff for the equipment yet, but I was looking online, and I'm probably going to order one of those for that size. So anyway, I look forward to showing you guys some of the stuff that I'm doing. I'm actually about to start, I'm about to get started on this guy right here. But first, I'm going to have a sip of my beer, because it was a very long day. Look at Mr. Rusty. Isn't he cute? He's a cute boy. I love you. And I've got another one down here. Her name is Lilo, and you'll see her in videos later. Sweet girl. So I look forward to showing you guys some stuff that I'm doing. I'm about to get cranking on this monster. And I guess I will talk to you guys later. Happy Wednesday, and hope all is well.